Your state determines your income. The kind of life state you have is the kind of life you will have. Throughout the ages, people have achieved accomplishments and wealth when they were in the best state of life. Do you know what kind of state a person adjusts and maintains to be the most happy and joyful, the most free and easy to be rich and wealthy? This video is for those who have the destiny. Only when the destiny arrives, you can realize the great significance of what I am talking about in your life. You must have heard the saying that your state is your greatest feng shui. This means that the state of your daily life directly determines the fate of your good or bad. Think back to the good grades you achieved in the college entrance exams and the first bucket of money you earned in your life. Weren't they all realized in the mode of life in the best state? But whenever you are physically sick and unwell or emotionally depressed, it is difficult to have the energy to achieve your goals because at this time you are in poor condition and your life energy is at a low ebb, right? So one state is really incredibly important and you can't emphasize it enough. Cultivating a good state of being is a subject that you will have to delve into for the rest of your life. So what is good state? What is a poor state? Is there a set of practice methods or paths that can effectively help us adjust to the best state? Once you have figured out these questions, your life will rapidly take off. Next, I will use the focus of reverse thinking. These key issues in detail to analyze you. You must have had an excellent state of the moment, but also certainly experienced a bad state of time. If you feel good about yourself, I'm sure you've experienced the following: inner smoothness and peace, physical well-being, lightness and strength, inner joy, motivation, passion, hope for the future, a strong sense of direction and purpose, and treating people with tolerance, generosity, and compassion, right? On the other hand, if you are not in good shape, then I'm sure you'll have some kind of experience like the following. Your heart is blocked, you're not feeling well, you're heavy and weak. You're filled with low and paranoid emotions like low self-esteem, anxiety, fear, resentment, chagrin, etc. And you're not motivated to do things, you can't focus, you're inefficient, you're pessimistic and confused about the future, and you're cold, mean, and full of defensiveness, is that right? Careful observation, you will find that when you are not in good shape, you cannot escape two reasons, either the body out of the problem or psychological problems. That is to say, people's state of good or bad depends on the physical and psychological state of good or bad. For example, when you have a cold and a high fever, you are definitely not in good shape and you don't have the energy to work. If you have lost your love and are depressed and in pain, you will also be in bad shape and you don't even smell good when you eat, right? Since this is the case, we further reverse the reasoning, as long as we find the causes of physical and mental problems and solve them. We can find the best state of life mode, right? The following is crucial. What determines the good or bad state of the body? The answer is the stability, balance, and abundance of qi and blood in the body. Then, what is the qi and blood in the body affected by? The answer is the degree to which heaven and earth, the seasons, the climate, the environment, objects, food, emotions, and vices disturb and deplete it. It must be remembered that man is a product of the universe, heaven and earth, and nature, and that all things in heaven and earth have an all-encompassing and highly influential influence on man's physical body. In front of the environment, man is as small as a speck of dust, so don't be arrogant and be in awe. The slightest change in all things in heaven and earth can have a significant impact on a person. Then what determines the good or bad state of mind? The answer is the strength or weakness of neural awareness. And what is the influence of conscious awareness? The answer is that it depends on the degree of training of the brain, and the degree to which the brain is bound and limited by the desires and emotions and evil views and karmic habits. A well-trained brain will be dominated by divine consciousness awareness and will not produce emotions such as greed, anger, infatuation, slowness, doubt, and emotions such as joy, anger, sadness, contemplation, sadness, fear, and surprise. Now you should understand that your state of life depends on the physical and mental states, which in turn are affected by various specific factors. The human body is like a computer, the software determines the function, and when the software is strong, the results created will be of high quality. It is no exaggeration to say that the knowledge you learn in school and the skills you acquire in business training courses belong to the low-dimensional wisdom. Only the action-level skills will make your life full of loopholes and limitations everywhere. There are a lot of people who struggle hard but only think about performance, not karma. And eventually all their efforts go down the drain, they get into debt, and they fall sick. This is because they cannot deeply understand the profound truths of karmic emptiness, vacuum and wonderful friends, karma, the unity of heaven and man, the oneness of all things, the balance of yin and yang, the birth of the five elements, the self-sufficiency, and the birth of all things by the mind. Well, that's all I have to share in this installment. If you like my program, remember to like and follow the collection.